Hey, my friends, this is Jeff Yalden, your teen life coach. Well, here we are. Labor Day has come and gone. Schools are open, and all of our students are back to school. I want to welcome you to 2011-2012. I hope you have an awesome year. I hope you allow me to dedicate my words of wisdom and experiences to you, to the family, the community, and of course, Bridgewater, Massachusetts High School, as they're suffering the loss of one of their 17-year-old students. Last week, a gentleman by the name of Cory decided to take his own life for whatever reason we may never know. Young people, there's two things I do want you to understand as we journey into the year. Number one, suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Number two, it will get better. No matter what you're dealing with, it will get better. So as I dedicate this to the family, the friends, and the community, and the high school in Bridgewater, I want you to know that my prayers and my thoughts are with you all. I am truly sorry. Okay, having said that, welcome back to school, young people. I'll share with you a couple things. Young people, you've got the new sneakers, you've got the new clothes, you're in a new grade, new teachers, new schedule, new opportunities, sporting events, extracurricular activities, but you're afraid of what people might say, what people might think, or how people might feel, or what people might do. Forget about all of it. Now is the time when I want you to really start focusing on who you are as a person. Set goals, go after those goals, write them down, read them aloud. I also want you to think about a purpose. Your purpose is why you do what you do. It's why you wake up in the morning, and your purpose takes you from setting the goal to achieving the goal. But obstacles get you. Many years ago in Calcutta, India, the British descended upon the land, and they wanted to clear some land so that they can go and play some golf. So this gentleman went out and they cleared this land and they started playing golf as they built the golf course. But what they didn't plan for is when they would tee off, the monkeys would come flying out of the trees and they'd scurry all over the golf course, attacking the golf balls. And if the ball was hitting the fairway, they'd take the golf ball and they'd throw it out to the rough. Or if it was in the rough, they might throw it back to the fairway. Or some monkeys had an attitude problem and take the golf ball and they'd throw it back at the golfers. And the golfers like, oh, what do we do? What do we do? So they decided to build these fences, hopefully preventing the monkeys from getting onto the course. And what they didn't realize is that monkeys can climb fences and trees, and that didn't stop them. So the end result, they simply came down to, hey, no matter where you hit the golf ball, you got to play the ball where the monkey drops it. And I think it's a lot like life. Is as you journey through the year, you're going to face obstacles and challenges, and you've got to have that courage that no matter where the monkey drops your golf ball, you just got to play it where it lies. This is such a great opportunity for young people that I want you to understand. For the only time in your life, education is absolutely free. And for you to not embrace these days is a disservice on your growth as a person, your future. And I want you to understand, this is not just about education in the classroom. Education is every single day. It's all around you. It's what you do, when you do it, why you do it, with whom you do it. So let's not just focus on getting A's and B's and being the complete most awesome student you can be. Let's embrace the experience. I think there are three things that every school needs. Number one, a school needs to provide a safe environment for students to learn. I think number two, every school has to have great school spirit and great school morale. Days where you develop your character rather than worrying about your reputation. And when you focus on your character, true people are going to come into your life. Get involved, because the more involved you are, the better it is for your self-esteem and the less likely you'll engage in negative behaviors. Remember, the opportunity before you, it's free. Take advantage of it. You're going to come home at 40 years old and you're going to contemplate your life in three phases: where you've been, where you are, and where you're going. We can all complain about where we've been in life and things that happened to us. I mean, I think back when I was young, Christmas time one year, my parents used to have this white Christmas tree. Why would any parent have a white Christmas tree? It was hideous. and they had multicolored lights that they would put on the white Christmas tree, and the Christmas tree had silver tinseling. I'm over it. But if I think back at those days, I think I was somewhat scarred for life. You know, we all have things that we can complain about what happened yesterday, but you know what? Where you've been kind of brings you to where you are. I like where I am today because who I am is a result of everything I've been through. There were great days, there were bad days, there were things that happened, both positive and negative. There were some good times. There were also some bad times. But you know what? I like those bad times because those bad times, they bring character. Those bad times, they bring success. It's kind of like losing or getting a letter or someone breaking up with you. I want to hear about the bad times because then I know that you're really growing, and that growing is about building character and how you deal with obstacles, and that brings you to who you are. And who you are today is a result of, you know, you turn 40 years old and you start to learn, is it about happiness or is it about righteousness? That you learn that when you do it right, and you do the right thing, that the end result is you're going to be happy. So you take that attitude, and when you're young, you focus on great intelligence and great ability, and you think that's the answer to life. No, it's not. The answer to life is having a good attitude and making good choices, and that helps you to where you're going. So you look at your life in three phases: where you've been, where you are, and where you're going. But I want to give you three things that at the end result, when you lay your head on the pillow at night, there's three things you want. You want to live a life that's meaningful. You want to live a life that's fulfilling, and you want to live a life that's rewarding. So every single day, I want to challenge you to do three things every day. And I want you to think about it. You do these three things every single day. That's going to be a good life. Number one, I want you to laugh. I think when you're laughing, you're learning. Laugh every single day. It's one of the most healthy things you can do. Number two, I want you to spend time in thought. Preferably as a young person, I want your thoughts to come from your heart, not your thoughts coming from the influences of other people. Think for yourself. Write it down. The great thing about a journal is it slows down the whole process of how you're thinking. Put it down on paper. Think for yourself. And number three, be present everywhere you are. Don't be afraid to have your emotions move to tears. You make new friends, you have old friends. When you're with them, be there. But when you're in the classroom, be there too. When you're on the athletic field, you got a practice or a game. Don't be anywhere else, but be in the moment. Think about it. You do those three things every single day. That's going to be an awesome, fulfilling life. And I want to end with this. It's an African proverb. Every morning in Africa, a gazelle wakes up, and it knows it must run faster than the fastest lion or it will be killed. But every morning in Africa, a lion wakes up, and a lion knows that it must run faster than the slowest gazelle or it will starve to death. And it doesn't matter if you're a gazelle or a lion. Every morning in Africa, when you wake up, you better be running. Have a purpose this year. And when that purpose is in your heart, you wake up every morning and you're running. No matter what the reason is, but you're going after your goals in life. Just run like the wind, baby. Get involved in everything. Spend some time with your family. Spend a lot of time with your friends. But more important than anything, embrace the year. Make it awesome. Thanks for listening. Have a great year. Cory, Ross, and family, God bless you all.